I still remember the day I walked into the Royalton Splash Punta Cana, expecting a tropical getaway with my loved ones. Little did I know, it would turn out to be a complete waste of time and money. As I stepped into the lobby, I was bombarded with disorganized staff, joking around at the front desk while guests waited over an hour to check in. I mean, who does that? It's not like they're doing us a favor by letting us stay in their hotel. We're paying customers, for goodness sake. The construction noise was the first thing that hit me. It was like a never-ending cacophony, a constant reminder that I was in a war zone, not a luxurious resort. And don't even get me started on the dust everywhere. I swear, I almost choked on the amount of dust that invaded my lungs as I walked through the lobby. It was like they didn't even bother to clean up after themselves. I mean, what kind of hotel doesn't even bother to provide a clean environment for their guests? It's basic hospitality 101, folks. But, I digress. Our room was supposed to be a luxury diamond suite, but let me tell you, it was anything but that. The room was murky, wet, and small. I felt like I was stuck in a dingy, cramped box with no escape. And the worst part? It was on the 3rd floor with no elevator. I mean, who designs a hotel with no elevator? It's not like we're living in the Stone Ages anymore. We have technology, people. Use it. The room itself was a disaster. Hair in the bathroom, black mold everywhere, and water leaking from the ceiling that stained the toilet paper brown. It was like they didn't even bother to clean the room before we checked in. I mean, what kind of hotel doesn't even bother to provide a clean room for their guests? It's not like we're asking for the moon here. Just a basic level of cleanliness would be nice. And don't even get me started on the housekeeping. They were unhelpful and reluctant to do their job. I had to call multiple times just to get some basic amenities, like towels and toilet paper. I mean, is it really that hard to provide basic necessities for your guests? It's not like we're asking for the world here. Just a little bit of effort would be nice. But, of course, the staff was completely unapologetic about the whole situation. They just shrugged it off and told us that there was nothing they could do. I mean, what kind of service is that? It's not like we're bothering them or anything. We're paying customers, for goodness sake. We deserve to be treated with some level of respect and dignity. And then, there was the dinner service. Oh boy, it was a complete disaster. The food was mediocre at best, and the service was atrocious. They got our orders wrong, not once, not twice, but multiple times. I mean, how hard is it to get an order right? It's not like we're asking for brain surgery here. Just a little bit of attention to detail LD be nice. But, of course, the worst part was the scamming. They lied to us about the availability of rooms, telling us that they were booked solid, when in reality, they had plenty of rooms available. I mean, what kind of hotel scams their own guests? It's not like we're stupid or anything. We can see right through their lies. And then, there was the ridiculous transfer fee. They charged us $850 just to move rooms. I mean, what kind of hotel charges their guests to move rooms? It's not like we're asking for a favor or anything. We're paying customers, for goodness sake. We deserve to be treated with some level of respect and dignity. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the whole experience. It was like they didn't even care about their guests. We were just a means to an end, a way for them to make a quick buck. I mean, what kind of hotel operates like that? It's not like we're living in a third world country or anything. We're talking about a supposedly luxury resort here. You'd think they'd have some level of standards. But, I guess that's just the sad reality of the Royalton Splash Punta Cana. They're more interested in lining their pockets with money than actually providing a good experience for their guests. I mean, it's just so sad. So sad. Can you guys believe this? I mean, what kind of hotel does this? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you had a similar experience with the Royalton Splash Pun?
Oh my, I'm looking into crimes near Royalton Splash Punta Cana, and it's just so sad, you know? Like, businesses around there are like little thieves, taking advantage of tourists who just want to have a good time. So, I found out that in some souvenir shops, they're selling super expensive stuff, like $20 for a t-shirt, and $50 for premium cigars that are actually just fake. Can you believe it? Like, what kind of person does that? You know, I think those tourists were so excited to buy some local goods, and then they get ripped off. They probably felt so stupid and angry after finding out, you know? Like, How could you, shopkeeper? That's just wrong. And it gets even worse. Some shops are selling fake branded goods, like Cohiba cigars filled with banana leaves. I mean, who does that? It's just so wrong. That Canadian tourist who bought those fake cigars must have felt so disappointed and frustrated when they found out. I predict they probably didn't even bother complaining, just because it's so hard to get your money back in a foreign country. And then there are those souvenir shops that do the bait and switch thing. They show you a high quality item, but then pack a cheaper one in the bag. Oh my, that's just so sneaky. Like, what kind of business model is that? I think that American couple who got ripped off must have felt so betrayed. They probably lost trust in all the shops around Royalton Splash Punta Cana, Punta Cana. You know, some shops even pose as official or government licensed outlets, but they're just regular private businesses with inflated prices. It's like, come on. Can't they just be honest? I predict that group of tourists who got ripped off at the duty-free shop must have felt so mad and disappointed in themselves for falling for it. And, oh my, credit card skimming is also a thing around there. Some shops are copying card details or installing card skimmers. Like, how could you do that to people? That UK tourist who lost $2,000 must have been so scared and worried about their finances. I think they probably had to spend hours sorting out the mess with their bag. There are even fake investment shops around Royalton Splash Punta Cana, promising high returns if you deposit money in-store. Like, what kind of scam is that? I predict that people who fell for it must have felt so foolish and worried about losing their money. And, oh my, some shops are using hard sell tactics, blocking exits, and refusing to give back credit cards until you buy something. That's just so aggressive. Like, can't they just let people make their own decisions? I think that American visitor who got strong-armed into buying a fake silver necklace must have felt so trapped and scared. And, finally, some shops are adding fake cultural taxes or environmental fees to bills. Like, what kind of scam is that? I predict that French tourists who got ripped off must have felt so frustrated and angry when they found out. Ugh, it's just so sad, you know? Like, can't businesses around Royalton Splash Punta Cana just be honest and fair? It's just so wrong. Okay, here is the let's talk about what surrounds the Royalton Splash Punta Cana. Because while the resort itself might promise a certain experience, the reality of the businesses nearby, well, it's a different story. A story I find deeply unsettling, frankly. It's as if a layer of disappointment coats everything. I've spent considerable time analyzing traveler feedback, and the picture emerging is consistently grim. The businesses near this hotel, as a whole, appear to operate with a blatant disregard for fairness and a keen eye for exploiting tourists. It's not just isolated incidents, it's a pattern. A sickening pattern. Let's start with the shopping. The area's malls, like BlueMall Punta Cana, seem to exist solely to part you from your money. They aren't places for retail therapy, they are predatory zones. The overwhelming feeling from those who ventured inside is one of being actively scammed. The stores, specifically Zara, are described as chaotic, overpriced, considerably more expensive than equivalent stores in Europe, people have said, and staffed by individuals who seem to enjoy enforcing unfair return policies. It's not merely a difference in price, it's a deliberate attempt to inflate costs and then treat you with condescension when you question it. It's the kind of experience that leaves a bitter taste, like swallowing sand. And it doesn't stop there. Pharmacies, like Carol Pharmacy within BlueMall, are reportedly engaging in outright theft. Small amounts, perhaps 400 pesos here, a few dollars there, but it adds up. It's the brazenness of it that's particularly disturbing. It feels less like a mistake and more like a calculated strategy, knowing tourists are less likely to pursue small amounts. The parking situation at BlueMall is another source of frustration. Apparently, if you dare to leave your car for a few hours to explore the area, you'll be met with demands for exorbitant fees. It's as if they're punishing you for not spending all your time and money inside the mall. Then there's the basic comfort. The air conditioning. Or rather, the lack of it. Multiple reviews mention a sweltering atmosphere within BlueMall, even during peak hours. Customers report a consistent delay in the cooling system starting, leading to an uncomfortable, almost unbearable experience. Some speculate it's a financial issue, which just adds another layer of despair, a mall that can't even afford to keep its patrons cool. And let's not forget the reports of inconsistent exchange rates at Taco Bell, where staff allegedly manipulate the conversion to pocket extra cash. A difference of $15? It's peanuts to some, but the principle, the audacity. It feels like a violation of trust. It's as if these places see tourists as walking ATMs. Moving away from shopping, let's consider the wellness options. Spa Natural Center by Flavio Acuna. Don't even bother. The reviews paint a picture of utter incompetence. The deep tissue massage seems to be a euphemism for a light rub down with oil, accompanied by deafening rap music. And the service is consistently shortchanged, with customers paying for 60-minute massages only to receive 50. It's a blatant disregard for advertised services and a waste of money. The reviews are sparse, but consistent enough to suggest this is standard practice. It feels like they're hoping you won't notice, or won't bother to complain. Now, let's talk about dining. Jellyfish Restaurant, with its picturesque setting, is a masterclass in deceptive appearances. The decor is appealing, the location is convenient, but the service is atrocious. People wait an hour for orders that are never placed, receive incorrect dishes, and are then subjected to inflated bills with hidden charges. Oysters arriving as 3, not 6, for a ridiculous price. Lobster orders mysteriously lost. Drinks overpriced with unexplained service fees. It's a litany of complaints, all pointing to a restaurant that prioritizes profit over customer satisfaction. A waiter even added a tip without permission, and then refused to correct the bill. It's almost comical, if it weren't so infuriating. And don't even think about ordering calamari, reports of food poisoning are circulating. Citrus fusion cuisine attempts to present itself as a sophisticated dining experience, but consistently falls short. Reservations are ignored, orders are delayed for over an hour and a half, and dishes are often incomplete or prepared incorrectly. The staff, while polite, seem utterly incapable of resolving issues. There are reports of waiters demanding tips after they've already been included on the bill, and then banging